Hello, my name is Valerie and today I will be doing the gummy bear presentation. Here I have my items that I will be using. I have my 2 cups salt and my gummy bears. So first I'm going to put water in my 2 cups. The first one. And the second one, which isn't it in there. Okay. So this first one is going to be my distilled water, which I'm just going to put 1 gummy bear. These are the type of gummy bears I will be using. And then the other one will be the salt water, which second gummy bear will go in the salt water. Now I will leave these here for the next 6 to 10 hours and I will come back with the results. Results for the gummy bear presentation. As you can see, I inserted a picture because I was not able to record a video because that day I was moving out and we were all in a rush, so I had to take a picture of my results and I had to leave. Right here you can see the normal gummy bear, the gummy bears that were in distilled water, and gummy bears that were in salt water. I did 2 trials for the distilled and salt water because it didn't seem like it was working the first time, and so I put in another one to see if it would work better, and I left those overnight. And so the first trial were the first 3 red gummy bears as a normal, distilled, and salt water. The distilled water definitely got bigger than the normal, but you can see a bigger difference with the second trial of distilled water compared to the normal, but a bigger difference of the salt water compared to the normal. And so we start with our salt water solution, which is a hypertonic solution, which is when there is a solution with a higher concentration of solute outside of the cell, meaning there's more salt and less salt in the cell, so that the water within the cell will end up traveling from the lower concentration to higher concentration through osmosis, which is why the gummy bear got smaller, because all of that liquid is being drained out of the gummy bear. And we have a hypotonic solution. In contrary to the hypertonic solution, there's a higher concentration within the cell, meaning there's a higher salt concentration within the gummy bear and a lower salt concentration outside of the gummy bear, which is why the gummy bear had plumped up because of the excess water. And of course, isotonic is when it's equal on the inside and outside, which is just a normal gummy bear. If you added it into normal distilled water, it would obviously plump up. And in salt water, it would crenate or get smaller or shrivel up. And I'm going to make an educated guess as to why the gummy bear in salt water did not work as effectively as it should have. I checked the water content between normal gummy bears and the gummy bears that I got, because the gummy bears that I got are kind of like fruit snacks, which they're less gummy. And so in normal gummy bears, they have a fluid content of around 9 to 18%, and fruit snack gummies have a fluid content around 12%. They're in the same range, but gummy bears tend to have a higher fluid content than fruit snacks, which is why this gummy bear that I got did not work in the salt water, because there's not as much fluid inside than out. It definitely, comparing the two, it pretty much stayed the same size, besides like the first trial, which definitely did get smaller after a while, but the second trial kind of stayed the same, just a lot squishier. And yes, that will be the conclusion to my presentation.